Hey guys, it's Rich with your Monday Spot on the Pagan Perspective, and this week's topic comes from Meghan, and it is about what advice that we have gotten in our practice and what advice we would pass on to others to help them on their practice. I think I got the gist of it there. I will have everything, of course, in the bottom bar. So it's, again, from our very own Meghan. And this is one that I like to review every so often. What is the best piece of advice that somebody has ever told me whenever I was just starting out my practice or through the years of going along my practice? And there's actually two that come to mind pretty quickly. One is the one that I think a lot of people out there give as a piece of advice is read everything, learn everything that you can, immerse yourself in it, and don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to take that next step of learning what there is out there for you. And that's a really good piece of advice. And the second one, I don't think it's necessarily something that Annie has said, but it does come from watching the way that Annie practices and watching how she has developed her practice and share with what she's shared of her practice. And that's ask the question why. Why do we do what we do, or why are we doing the things that we're doing in our practice? So, for instance, if you're using let's say a certain crystal or a certain herb, or you're using a certain wording in your spellcraft or in your life, why are you doing that? Getting deeper into it, why are you doing your ritual the way that you are doing it? Do you do something first and then do something else? And if so, why is that? Is there a reason for it? What is the why behind what you do? So I love asking that question, why, and getting to the next level. And combining that with read everything, learn everything, study anything that interests you, and even learn the things that don't interest you, at least to have a general concept of what it is, more or less. Such as, I don't know a lot about, say, the I Ching. I find it very confusing, but more or less I can tell you, like, some of the bare basics. Again, I don't know enough to fill a teaspoon, but I can tell you the very bare basics of what it is at its heart. And whenever it comes to something else, such as, let's see, with tarot, it's something that highly interests me, so I dive right into it and immerse myself. So what it comes down to is learn things that you might not be that interested in, and have a somewhat grasp of it, and then dive into the things that really, get your blood pumping, get your juices flowing, because that's the stuff that's really going to help you out in your life. Both the things that disinterest you or that you're not as interested in, and also the things that you're very interested in. Both of them have a lot to teach you, even if you're not that interested in it. So, my advice that I would give to the newbies or people just starting out in their practice is probably that along that same line is, learn everything that you really want to know. Learn everything about the things that you aren't as interested in. Find what works for you. Throw away what doesn't. Read everything and know the why behind what you do. I know that's like, 15 different things, but hey, that's, I think my whole video for this week, I completely spaced out, forgot that it was Monday. So, this was coming up late again, and yes, I got to get on the ball one of these days. So, with all that, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye bye.